Okay, so I don't know what the deal is, but when I'm going on the internet, using my Wi-Fi, the fancy Wi-Fi, yeah, it's AT&T, right? Or yeah, I think it's AT&T. Yeah, it's AT&T. Um, you know, uh, it pauses all the time, and it was just like getting on my nerves, like getting on my nerves. Like, please, come on. I'm right in the middle of something, and then it'll go, oh, it's been paused. What? Anyway, so I said, well, let's brighten that mood. So I got the little romance deck and I'm doing an experiment. So I'm doing this on straight cellular just to see if we have any kind of difference in the way that it broadcasts. Because if it does, guess what? I won't be using the internet here, the Wi-Fi here. I'll just use straight cellular data. Anyway, so we got Doreen Virtues, Romance Angels deck, and seeing if we get a little. Okay, come on, talk to me. Anything specific we need to know about? Okay, all right, so I've got these 4 cards, and let's rock and roll. You know what? I'm going to do them one at a time. Okay. All right. So our first card here is this one that says heart-to-heart conversations. And I'm going to put it to you like this. I'm going to have to put it to you like this. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. You haven't been having the conversations that you need to have with your partner. You have not been having the conversations you need to have with your partner. You're biting your tongue, and I'm meaning that metaphorically. You're holding back, and you haven't been letting them know what you really think and what you really feel. Okay, the second card, which is going to be our challenge that comes in, is this one that says religious factors. And so I'm going to say it like this. We've been so conditioned not to say things that might hurt others people's feelings up to this point to where it hurts our feelings more than it would hurt their feelings, if you get what I mean. So it's like sometimes our silence does more damage than good. And that's what I'm picking up in this religious factors. It's more about being conditioned, not so much like, religion itself, but how we have been conditioned not to say things that might offend or hurt other people's feelings. And in that, we are neglecting our own feelings in regard to this relationship through there. Your help here is the you deserve love. And that also means you deserve to be authentic. You deserve to be honest with yourself. And also, just as equally as important, others deserve for you to be honest, completely honest with them. This is coming across saying that we're not having these conversations that we need to have, and that in that we're hurting ourselves more than we could ever hurt anybody else. The last card here is the deception card. And I'm going to say it like this. In this relationship that we are talking about, so if this particular reading is applying to you, the other person is not 100% correct, or not correct, 100% honest with you. Okay, that person is not 100% honest with you. And let's look at this again. Okay, because we see that both people have a mask on. So both people have been both of you have not been honest with each other. Both of you have not been honest with each other. And I'm going to point this out. Doesn't mean that you've been lying. It means that you haven't been completely open and honest. However, what I'm also seeing on this card is that one of you, and if you're receiving this message, it's probably not you, but one of you in this relationship is going to play the melodrama victim card to the hilt. And their behavior on that is purposeful and intentional. The behavior on this is purposeful and intentional. Okay. So, do you want to look and see what happens after that? Let's see if we get any more cards coming out our way. So this is about opening up and starting to be honest in our relationships. Okay, there's a couple. And so we start speaking out, speaking our truth. And where does this take us? Okay, all right. So we've got 3 more on here. And interesting, because this next card is express your love. But you know what? I'm getting it all about you. I feel like it's a express your love, express your self-love, give yourself a hug, give yourself some love, be the love you want to experience. That is the best way that I can describe the emotion or the feeling that I get when I'm looking at this card. Now, I'm going to do these 2 right next to each other because they kind of have something, they have a lot to do with each other. And one is chemistry and the other one is flirt. And you'll notice that they're both upside down. So I'm just going to kind of put it out there like this. So if you're in a place where you're not in a relationship, maybe you're between relationships, you know, haven't had one for a long time relationship, right now is probably not the most opportune time to meet a potential partner. Right now is not the best time to meet a potential partner. So I'm going to say it like this. Now, that can mean 2 things. That can mean that you can go to market and come home empty-handed because there's nothing there. And that can also mean, and I'm feeling a little bit more in this direction, that what you do attract is not what you want to invest your time or your energy into when we're speaking about love, romance, and relationships. That what does become available is probably something that you do not want to invest your time and energy into. And let's just see if there's any final notes here. Anything else from the romance angels that you would like to share with us today? Always happy to hear your perspective. Okay, we're just going to go with this last card right here. And this last card right here is keep an open mind. And, oh, actually, we've got two. Okay, very cool. So let's, oh, my hand's itching too. It's the right hand. Does that mean I'll get some money? Should I go to the casino? So the last two cards of this romance reading today is we've got keep an open mind and then getting to know each other. So remember just the last cards, before we're saying the pickings are lean. And just because the pickings are lean doesn't mean you got to pick something out of that. Keep an open mind. Keep looking around. And I get the phrase testing some waters. Spend some time getting to know the other person just as you need to be spending time getting to know you. If you've been tied up in another relationship and now you're free from that relationship, you've got to get back into alignment of who you are. And sometimes that's why when, we're in that situation, sometimes that's why we attract the ones that we probably don't want to be investing our time or energy in. So this is this last line, those two cards, keeping an open mind and getting to know each other is, it comes across like going to a meet and greet. And you get to meet and greet a lot of different people. And those people that pull your attention, strike your attention, those are the ones that you want to sit and get to know. I said get down with. No. You want to sit and get to know who they are and what their vibration is. You want to, when you're reworking your romance vibration, it's really important